comfortable win today. But
Oh, maybe I know why.
No,
Because I have a French. Maybe
that's,
that's why
that's always a
I
French
scared
fault,
them
you
off.
know.
Okay.
Always a French fault. That looks solid and comfortable
Yeah.
today, but also tricky with the conditions. You didn't look
Yeah.
too satisfied with the surface. Or
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's different. I mean, surface-wise, it's different from the center court. It's slower, but it's more slippery, and Basilashvili came out firing from both corners. Forehand and backhand, playing it very solid, very, very, very fast. Attacking every possible ball. And so, obviously I didn't play a match in Petrangeli for many, many years. And I was looking forward to that, and I'm very happy I played there. I thought the atmosphere was unique, phenomenal. It's one of the most beautiful tennis courts in the world. It used to be the center court here in Rome. I think the last year was 2009. And I have a great memories there, and I think it's so nice to play in front of the people that also don't have a possibility to buy a ticket for center court, so they, it's very intimate, and it feels great. And I over the years, I always enjoyed watching the matches of this tournament on that court. You always have some drama there, with Italian players, and a lot of top players have lost their matches there, so I hope that I will not be one of them. But yeah, it was the first set was quite close. The second was already better because I kind of got used to his pace and the conditions.
Could you talk about the joy of being on court at the moment versus the relative pressure of needing to show yourself that you're back where you want to be?
I mean, I've talked a lot about it. It's the process that I have to accept and embrace and try to get the best out of myself in every match that I play on, and not just matches but practice sessions as well, which count a lot, which make me feel more comfortable playing a match. Obviously playing matches and playing practice sets is completely different because you have the nerves, you have the importance of winning a point or a game, and so you have to deal with all these things. So there is no better practice than actually playing a match, which I haven't had too many of in the last year or so. And so if I can get as many matches as possible here, I would be very happy. So I'm taking it day by day. I know that, look, if there is anyone that likes to see me playing on the on the level that I played on when I was number one in the world, it's me. That I'm working on that. I know that I appreciate a lot of support from people. I put in a lot of work, but I guess it takes time. It takes time and takes matches for me to get into the flow. So hopefully I can already be better with a small percentage each match that I play on here. It's a great energy, great support I always have from Italians. I always have this very special connection with people here, and I think that brings me good feelings.
In the top half, were you and Rafa and you two are the only seeds left in that top half in the third round? Is that surprising to you, or do you think that the field's getting a bit close together, or is clay playing a bit of an equalizer that maybe almost everyone can beat anyone, or how do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, look, especially here in Rome, where each court I feel is different. I haven't played a match in next gen stadium, but they say it's also different from Petrangeli and center court, so it's not easy. I mean, for a seeded player, you don't play a match and you play someone maybe who came out from qualies or played a match and already, it's quite different because he feels more comfortable and he has nothing to lose because you're a high seed, so he wants to beat you, and that's, usually the case where it gets tricky, So, I mean, Dimitrov is a high seed that went out today, but he went against Nishikori, who is, we all know that he deserves to be one of the high seeds as well, but, obviously the rankings are different for him now. And, well, I mean, clay is, the slowest surface we have in sport, and I think Isner lost to Albert Ramos Vinolas, who I'm playing against tomorrow, which is, I mean, Isner is in a great shape, but Ramos is always tricky guy to play against on slow clay. So, I mean, all these different matches that you had and seeds that lost today was also not a huge surprise. I mean, it can happen. That's tennis.
Novak, you've obviously been looking for the right coaching setup over the past year. What's the most challenging part of being an employer and everyone on your team being on your payroll, having to make these decisions? It's not something that athletes in team sports have to think about, for example.
I think there are advantages to that. I mean, financially looking, I mean, you have players that are supported by the federations, especially the players coming from countries where the tennis federations are very strong and big, especially the ones that host the Grand Slams. And usually those federations are making contracts with their players from their young, early stages of their career, and they're supporting their team of experts and so forth, and so they don't need to worry about it. But for other guys, it's different. I fit into this second group, and but you fight your way through. It wasn't easy for me. I mean, of course, and not for me. I mean, for my parents, at that time to find a way to support my tennis career. And tennis is a very expensive sport. It's one of the most demanding financially sports for parents. That's why it's much easier for a parent to have their child play a team sport like football or basketball than tennis. So, but in a country like this, in Italy, you have very strong club tennis, which is important, I think, and that supports tennis players from a very young age. And you try to get as much support as you can, but if not, then you, I guess, have to clench your teeth and want it even more. That's what happened in my case, and it doesn't always happen. I mean, actually, in most of the cases, it doesn't happen because most of the players don't actually have the ability to get to a desired level, and many of the talented players have left tennis because of financial demand. And it's every sport has this kind of challenges, but I think tennis more than a lot of sports, because it's just individual sport, and if you're not supported by some kind of organization or system or sponsor from early stages of your life, then it's quite hard.
Novak, if I may follow up on the jacket thing we were talking about, because France, we're going to like seeing you with our colors, but how did you end with the French flag and French word on your outfit?
I like it. I mean, I don't know if Lacoste people will like me wearing this, because it was not the designated on-court jacket for me. But I like it. I don't know. I just Lacoste is a great mark, a great brand, and this one just fits with with my outfit, the match outfit, and also the colors matches the colors of my country as well. So it's. Do you like it? And you as French, I mean. Okay. Merci.